Hello everybody, welcome to the first video of 2022. I'm also using a new computer, so it should look better. And we're gonna start with Ace Attorney Phoenix Wright Trilogy, the first turnabout. I have watched this. I watched the first season out of 2, I believe. So, but I only remember the first case. I don't remember any of the others. So, yeah. So I already know what's happening. If it doesn't show us, I don't know. I did watch it a while ago. Also, both my parents are lawyers, so I grew up as somebody who always wanted to be a lawyer, so this is a great show, but now I'm wasting my life away. Okay. I don't think anybody takes a murder trial right off the bat. Isn't that a what's it called? Basically, because you know them, can't you not be their lawyer? Isn't that how it works? I don't know. What was his name? Bucky? Buns? What was his name? I'm gonna die? You don't say. But that's what his name was. Larry. Larry Butts. Is this guy, like, mentally okay? Who says, yup, I'm guilty? What? I forgot that. Huh? Maybe I don't remember. Oh yeah, it's his lover. It's his lover. Your girlfriend's death. That's what it was. Yeah, I remember now. Okay. My name is fairly simple. Okay. Young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy they arrested was the unlucky sap dating her. Larry Butts. My best friend since grade school. Our school had a saying, when something smells, it's usually the butts. 23 years I've known him. It's actually been true. Now for getting himself into trouble. One thing I can say though, it's usually not his fault, just terrible luck. Yeah, I feel that. I have very bad luck myself. But I know better than anybody that he's a good guy at heart. Took on this case, and that's just what I'm gonna do. I already forgot. So this was the next day? 2 days? I don't remember. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Larry Butts. Mr. Wright, this is your first trial, is it not? Yes, Your Honor. I'm a little nervous, okay? In this trial will decide the fate of your client. Murder is a serious charge. For your client's sake, I hope you can control your nerves. Thanks. Thank you, Your Honor. Is he allowed? Isn't that being... Wait. I don't think that person can say that. Isn't that being not... Isn't that being subjective, not objective? Thing he's taking a side. I don't think you can do that, Judge. Given the circumstances, I think we should have to test it. Ascertain your readiness. Can't do that one either, probably. Few simple questions. Answer them clearly and concisely. State the name of the defendant. Larry Butts. Okay. Just keep your wits about you and you'll be fine. Next question. This is a murder trial. Tell me what the victim's name? I know. It's... wait. Uh-oh. No way, I forgot. It's drawing a total blank here. Uh-oh. Good job, Phoenix. Oy vey. Just press R. Okay? To check it at any time. Attorney badge? Wouldn't believe I was... So, if I didn't... Cindy's autopsy report. Okay. I need to keep that in my mind. Remember to check it often? Do it for me, please, I'm begging you. Who is the victim? I already forgot. It doesn't give me a last name. Oh, here we go. Cindy Stone. There we go. Okay, yay, I'm so smart. Now, tell me what is the cause of death. It was blunt, because she was poisoned, hit with a blunt object. Correct. You've answered all of my questions. I see no reason why it shouldn't proceed. You seem much more relaxed. Good. I know. Mr. Payne. Okay. Could you explain to the court just what that object was? Yeah, it was the statue of a thinker. Found lying on the floor next to the victim. They stepped it into evidence. I'm pretty sure that means that, like, now it's something or other. Statue? It's rather heavy. I think that had something to do with it. Pay attention to any evidence added during the trial. It's the only ammunition you have in court. Use the R button to check the court record frequently. First witness. Mr. Butts, obviously. Pay attention. You don't want to miss any information that might help your client's case. Your chance to respond to the prosecution later. Let's hope he doesn't say anything unfortunate. Well, he gets excited easily. This could be bad. I've recently dumped you. Yep. Cleopatra and Mark Antony. So the people who killed each other, being Romeo and Juliet, I think they both drank poison. Cleopatra and Mark Antony, who both died as well when they were together. I don't think that's a good thing to say. Didn't they all die? Yes. Yep, that's a good way to put it. God. Mr. Butts, what you describe is generally what we mean by self. In fact, she completely abandoned you and was seeing other men. was seized with one of them the day before the murder. That, I remember that being important. I don't remember why, but that struck a bell with me. Returned from overseas. Okay. I don't believe a word of it. Your Honor, the victim's passport. According to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died. I think this takes place in America? Or is it? It's either Japan or America. I presume it's America. I think I remember it being America. Arrived home from Paris so the day before the murder. The day before the murder. Oy vey. He's totally oblivious, isn't he? Mrs. Stonewood, tell me, what do you think of her now? I don't think you want him to answer that question. It's a way of running his mouth in all the wrong directions. Should I wait and see what happens or stop him from answering? I don't know if I can stop him from answering. I'm pretty sure that's a breach. I don't think I'm allowed to stop him. Right? I don't know. Let's wait and see what happens. Oh no. The trial. What motive? Huh? To the victim's apartment the day after the murder. Well, did you or did you not? Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. He went. What do I do? Answer honestly. He has to answer honestly. Oh my god. Wait, he actually understood what was happening? Well... I didn't see her. Objection. Defendant is lying. Lying. Call a witness. Okay, I'm back. It's been a little bit. And let's continue. So, call a witness. Mr. Butts is lying. Who is your witness? You found the victim's body. Gruesome discovery. Fleeing the scene of the crime. Uh-oh. Front row, Straggy. Order! Order in the court! Call its witness. Yes. This is not good. On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspapers at the victim's building. Mr. Frank Sahwit to the stand. That is the most incriminating thing I've ever seen. That's... I'm not trusting that person. What happened to putting your hand on the Bible and being like, this is the truth, nothing but the truth, and blah blah blah. So what you saw on the day of the murder. Witness testimony. Witness's account. Okay. Going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing from an apartment. Thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. He looked inside, okay. Saw her lying there, a woman not moving, dead. How would you know they're dead from that? And found myself unable to go inside, okay. Called the police immediately. Phone in her apartment wasn't working. What about your phone? But okay. Nearby park and found a public phone. The time exactly. It was 1 p.m. Okay. So, it's 1 p.m. Okay. Without a doubt, the defendant sitting over there. I don't think you'd be able to know that, but whatever. Why didn't you tell the truth? Because that would be too easy. Why wasn't the phone in the victim's apartment working? Murder? There's a blackout in the building. How did the person not know about the blackout? During blackouts? Yes. Some cordless phones do not function normally. Phone used was one of those. Well, he should have known it was a blackout. If he knew it was a blackout, why go there? Okay. So we do know there was actually a blackout. Was out from noon to 6 p.m. on the day of the crime. You may begin your cross-examination. Yeah, what else do you think? The real deal. What exactly am I supposed to do? Why, you expose the lies and testimony the witness just gave. What? He was lying. Oh my god. Your client's innocent, right? And that witness must have lied in his testimony. Or is your client really guilty? How do I prove he's not? You hold the key, it's in the evidence. Compare the witness' testimony to the evidence at hand. There's bound to be a contradiction in there. Find the contradiction between the court record and the witness' testimony. To find the contradiction in the evidence, present it and rub it in the witness's face. Then point out contradictions in the testimony. Okay. Cross-examination. Go to door. Okay. I need to press R. Okay. So, time of death was 4 to 5. The thinker is rather heavy. Paris the day before. Noon. Doesn't give me a time. Okay. Hurry when he left the door half open. Let's look at this again. Okay. Looked inside the apartment. I saw her lying there, a woman not moving and dead. I'm gonna press. You sure she was dead? Well, no, I guess I wasn't. She wasn't moving at all, and there was blood everywhere. That would look fatal to anyone. What happened next? Found myself unable to go inside. Thought to call the police immediately, but the phone in her apartment wasn't working. Well, he should have known. You said you didn't go into the apartment, or did you? I can explain that. On the shelf in the entranceway, that's not what you said. Reached inside and tried using that to call. Wasn't working, correct? What happened next? Okay. Found a public phone. I don't remember how they solved this I think it had something to do with the thinker and like a clock being off, because she came back from Paris. Okay. Exactly. It was 1 p.m. Let's press this. Are you certain? Absolutely. Doesn't that seem strange to you? Present some evidence to contradict him. Okay, present. The time of death. Yeah. How do I present? There we go. Objection! Are you sure? Yes, it was 1 p.m. for certain. I find that hard to believe. Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy. Note the time of death. That's sometime after 4. There was no body to find at 1 p.m. How do you explain this 3-hour gap? Merely forgot the time. He has said it's certain. This is huge. I find that hard to believe. Why are you so certain that you find the body at 1 p.m.? Well, gee, that's a really good question. Way to put him on the spot? It's all you have to do. Point out contradictions. Lies always beget more lies. And their whole story falls apart. I remember now. Give you a testimony again. Okay. Time of discovery. I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. 3 hours off. Was it? But it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a video of a taped program. That's not good evidence. He just lied. He's literally just... No, you can't. No. Okay. You know what to do. I've got this one. Here we go. That's like the worst thing I've ever heard. Okay, first, let's look at everything I have. Time of death, a statue, Paris, from noon. Okay. I heard the time. There's a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Are you sure it was a television and not a radio? There was no radio on the premise. There was one large television. But something about this seems fishy. You don't say. Something about hearing the television. Has testified that he heard the time. 3 hours off, wasn't it? I think we're good on that. I guess the victim must have been watching a video of a taped program. Okay. That's why I thought it was 1. I'm gonna press that. You sure the voice you heard said it was 1? I can practically hear it now. It was quite clear. Verified this testimony. Okay. I too have only just learned that the witness heard the time. I'm really sorry, but I only remembered it just now. That is so fishy. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding. Notice anything suspicious? See, when I found the body, I heard the time. You didn't say you heard the time before. You said heard, not saw. Yes, heard. All I saw was the body lying there. I didn't think to look at anything else, least of all my watch. Isn't that a little strange? So you're saying that you heard something, but if you were so shocked by the body, you wouldn't hear anything at all. Did say he actually heard the time. It's ludicrous to suggest he wouldn't hear anything. I have to agree with the prosecution. Continue your testimony. The voice saying the time was probably coming from the television. 3 hours. It had something to do with the 3 hours. How do you explain the gap? Can you explain this? Must have been watching a video of a taped program. That's why I thought it was 1. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding. I'm gonna say, like, not much point impressing him on that one.
2,000 years later.
Fudge! What's suspicious? See, when I found the body, I heard the time. That leads... Him hearing the time leads to a thing about, oh, he couldn't hear it or he could. A voice saying the time is probably coming from the television. That's saying, how does he know it's not a radio? There was 3 hours off. That talks about that. Must have been watching a videotape program. Is it that? Nope. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. What if I do that? The contradiction in your statement, Your Honor. Not at all. Please think the facts over before making accusations. I don't think that one made any points with the judge. I don't know what. Like, I don't know what's wrong. I can't figure it out. Oh, I'm an idiot. Okay. Wait, it's the TV. The power was out. Body time. There's a voice saying something. Okay. Whoa, wait. I'm stupid. How didn't I figure that out? There was a blackout. Hold it right there. The prosecution had said there was a blackout at the time of the discovery. And this record proves it. Ruh-roh, Shaggy. You couldn't have heard a television or a video. Defense has a point. Any explanation for this, Mr. Sowit? I find it quite puzzling myself. I remember now. Hear an accurate testimony from the very beginning. These constant corrections are harming your credibility. You seem rather distraught. It must have been from the shock of finding the body. Well, very well. Let's hear your testimony once more, please. He can't just keep changing his testimony. Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. Table clock. A table clock. What's a table clock? In the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon the killer used to hit the victim. Okay, this is where the thinker comes in. Must have been what I saw. Okay, that... You saw a clock. I guess that would explain it. No, it doesn't. Okay. I already know what... I'm pretty sure I know what the answer is. Okay. I didn't hear, I saw it. Table clock, apartment wasn't there. No, am I stupid? Okay. The murder weapon the killer used to hit the victim. Hold it! Murder weapon. The table clock... What I just said. Did you doze off in the middle of my testimony or something? Something's fishy here. Must have been... Now find the contradiction. Easy peasy. See, I didn't hear, I saw it. There was a table clock, apartment, wasn't there? The thinker is the answer. Just a moment. The murder weapon wasn't a clock. It was the statue. Now, how is this supposed to be a clock? In your evidence. Oh my god, you're doing your job? Who do you think you are? The defendant! Or, no, yeah. So, I don't know. Just answer the question, Mr. Sowit. I saw it there, okay? There, that's a clock. If I may. Yes, Mr. Payne. As the witness stated, the statue is indeed a clock. The necktie is a switch. The neck is a switch. You just tilt and it says the time out loud. As it doesn't look like a clock, I submitted it as a statue. My apology. The murder weapon was the table clock after all. Well, Mr. Wright, it appears that the witness testimony was correct. This is a clock, and he promised with his testimony. The answer is yes. There's a gaping hole in the witness testimony. The only way he could have known the weapon was a clock is to hold it in his hand. Yet the witness testified he never entered the apartment. Clearly a contradiction. Indeed. The witness knew it was a clock because he went to the apartment, knew the victim. Well, they're similar. I guess knew the victim. Isn't it true that you knew the victim? In fact, you were one of her sugar daddies. Be frank with us, Mr. Sowit. Frank? I'm always frank. Your Honor, the record of the victim's relationship does not appear anywhere. Best response you can muster. Try to frame off-the-cuff accusations. Yeah. Because he, okay, went into the apartment. You were inside the apartment on the day of the murder. Yeah, prove it. Prove I went in there. I'll do better than that. I can prove you were the one who killed the— Damn, dude! You shook with the clock and shook over and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. That was the sound you heard. Order in the court! Intriguing. Please continue, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Sowit, the sound must have left quite an impression on you. Understandable, since the murder weapon spoke just as you hit the victim. The voice was burned into your mind. That's why you were so certain about the time. What's the meaning of this? This is all baseless conjecture, not particular. Just look at the witness's face. Would the witness care to elaborate? Yeah, great plan, Judge. Ask the witness if they killed the person. That day, I never... Look, the clock, no. I heard no. I mean, something. Grah! Shut up, I hate you. It was him, I tell you. I saw him. He killed her, and he should burn. Burn! Give him death! Order in the court, I say. Your Honor, a moment, please. There isn't a shred of evidence supporting the defense's claims. Mr. Wright, Your Honor, you claim the sound the witness heard came from the clock. Do you have any evidence? The whole case is riding on this. I better think it through carefully. Your Honor, the sound heard was definitely this clock. A fact which is clear if you simply try sounding the clock. Let's sound the clock now, here in this court. Your Honor, may I have the clock? Court to listen very carefully. I think it's 8. That certainly is a strange way to announce the time. Well, he is the thinker after all. So, we've heard the clock. What are your conclusions? Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time it is now? It's 11:25. Ah! As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours slow. Precisely the discrepancy between what Mr. Sowit heard and the actual time of death. So, Mr. Sowit, try to talk your way out of this one. Ha 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 ha. Oh, you forgot one thing. What's he talking about now? Well, it may seem like that clock is running 3 hours slow. It proves nothing. It kinda does. How do you even know it was running 3 hours slow on the day of the murder? Well, that's obvious. If you can't prove that, you don't have a case. He's right. How am I gonna prove that? Damn it. I was so close. Mr. Wright, it seems you lack the critical evidence to support your claim. Yes, Your Honor. This means I cannot let you indict the witness. Unfortunately. This ends the cross-exam... No, wait! No, calm down. Down here to titrate, and look what happens. You treat me like a criminal. A criminal! You lawyers are all slime. I almost had him. Sorry, Larry. I failed you. There's nothing I can do about it now. Wah, wah, wah. Not so fast, Mr. Sweat. I mean, Chief, listen up, right? Don't throw this one away. Not like this. Think! But Chief, it's over. I can't prove the clock was slow on the day of the murder. Nobody can prove that. Well, yes. But that doesn't mean you can't still win. Try thinking out of the box. Don't waste time doubting the facts. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow, and think through it. Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Figure out the reason, and you'll have your proof. Right? Right? Can you think of a reason as to why the clock would be 3 hours slow? Yes, I can! Wait, maybe I can prove it. You may have the evidence somewhere that can prove it, right? Find it and let them have it. Well, Mr. Wright, you say the clock was already running slow on the day of the murder. Have you found evidence to support this claim? Well, cross-examination's already over. I don't think I can do that. Of course. There's a piece of evidence in this court record that can prove my claims beyond a doubt. Tough words. Let's see you pull this one off. See, there's evidence that proves why the clock was running slow, and the answer is the passport. The victim had just returned home from abroad the day of the murder. As we all know, the time difference between here and Paris is 9 hours. Why is it 4 p.m. here and 1 a.m. the next day there? The clock wasn't 3 hours slow, it was 9 hours fast. Hasn't reset her clock since returning home. That's why the time you heard when you struck her head in the apartment was wrong. Proof enough for you, Mr. Sewit, or should I say, Mr. Did It? Damn. Did he just die? Order in the court! Order! Order, I say! Well, this case has certainly turned out differently than we had all expected. Mr. Payne, your witness, he was arrested and has been taken away, Your Honor. Very well. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. I have to say, I'm impressed. I don't think I've ever seen someone complete a defense so quickly. And find the true culprit at the same time. Thank you, Your Honor. At this point, this is only a formality, but this court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Butts, not guilty. Oh yeah. And with that, this court is adjourned. I don't think they have confetti in courtrooms, but okay. It turns out that Frank Switt was a common burglar. He posed as a newspaper salesman to check and see when people were out of the house. That day, when Larry went to her apartment, the victim wasn't home. After he left, Mr. Sweat let himself in to do his dirty work. While he was searching her place, the victim returned. Flustered, Mr. grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find. What about fingerprints? Why not just check for fingerprints? August 3rd, 2:32 p.m. District Court Defendant Lobby Number 2. Whew, I still can't believe we won. Yeah, well, we did. Right, good job in there. Congratulations. Thanks, Chief. I owe it all to you. Well, not really. Not at all. Not at all. You fought your own battles in there. It's been a while since I've seen a trial end at such a satisfying note. I've never seen the Chief looking this happy. If she's this glad, imagine how Larry must feel. Aw, my life is over. Larry, you're supposed to be happy. What's wrong with you now? Nick! Don't worry about me. I'll be dead and gone soon. Good. Wait, no! I mean, bad. You're innocent. The case is closed. But, my Cindy Windy, gone, man. Gone forever. Larry, she was a... nah, never mind. Congratulations, Harry. Who's Harry? Harry? Yes, you. I can practically see the headlines now. Harry Butts, innocent. Thanks. I really owe you one. I won't forget this, ever. Let's celebrate. Dinner, movie, my treat. Oh no, I couldn't. Hey, I was the one who got you off the hook. Oh, hey. Here, take this. It's a present. A present? For me? Wait, wasn't this the evidence that... Actually, I made this clock for her. I made one for her and one for me. Really? You? You made this? Well, thank you. I'll keep it as a memento. Dead. Yo, Nick. Can you believe it? I was so into that chick. And she was just playing me for a fool. Don't that make you want to just cry? Larry. Why is there so much talking? Are you so sure? Excuse me? I think she thought quite a lot of you in her own way. Nah, you don't gotta sympathize with me, okay? Oh, I'm not just sympathizing, really. Isn't that right? Isn't that right? Right? God, that's so weird. Don't you have something to show your friend? Something that proves how she felt about him? Oh, yeah, right. What the heck is she talking about? It's the think, take that! Check this out, Larry. Proof positive you were just some chump to her. You weren't some chump, huh? What about that clock? This is the clock you made for her, Larry. She took it with her when she traveled. Whatever, she probably just needed a clock, that's all. You think so? It's a pretty heavy clock to take traveling. Well, make of it what you will. Hey, Nick. I'm glad I asked you to be my lawyer. Yup, asked the first-time person. Really, I am. Thanks. Hope that made him feel a bit better. Right. I hope you see the importance of evidence now. Also, hopefully you realize things change depending on how you look at them. People, too. We never really know if our clients are guilty or innocent. All we can do is believe in them. And in order to believe in them, you have to believe in yourself. Right? Listen, learn, grow strong. Never let go of what you believe in. Never. Well, I think our work here is done. Shall we be off? Yeah, I guess so. Say, how about dinner on me? We drink a toast to innocent butts. Yeah! Oh, speaking of Harry, you were saying part of why you became a lawyer was because of him. Yeah, part, at least. You'll have to tell me more about it sometimes, maybe over drinks. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen. And so my first trial came to a close. Larry slapped me on the back and said, "Gee, Nick, it's good to have a friend." Pretty sure he's not gonna pay us, unless you count the clock he gave Maya. I didn't know it then, but that clock was soon going to be at the center of another incident. And my promise to tell the chief about me and Larry would be one promise that I wouldn't be able to keep.